Hey guys, excuse me. I have a question. I'm doing what if Deku had BT or found BT. I want someone to look down below to tell me the title because I don't know what title I want to put it. But this is how Deku found BT. bt-7274. When he went to the portal, when he went to the Ark, it transported him into another dimension, and BT teleported outside in a forest where he couldn't move because he notices that one of his batteries is incredibly damaged, but there is one nearby, but he can't go to it because his power will exponentially drain if he moves his body, because he only has one battery in his system. Because the third battery will accelerate the process. And this is when Deku was really quirkless. He was walking out one day. He was like going into the woods and he saw BT. And he said, "Hello, sir. What's your name?" BT wakes up and says, "I am BT. What is yours?" "My name's Izuku, but people call me Midoriya since I'm quirkless." BT says, "What is a quirk?" Deku's like, "Oh, you don't know what a quirk is, Mr. Robot?" Deku says, "No, call me BT." Deku's like, "Okay, BT. Well, why can't you... Oh, can you move at all?" Deku's wondering. BT says, "No, I cannot move. I need a battery, because I see a battery that way, but it's too far for me." Deku's like, "Well, I can get it for you." BT says, "I would appreciate that." Deku begins to say, like, "You know what? I'm saying Deku has three of these, boys. He has three of these. Because there's three of them." Deku began to grab the battery. Oh my goodness. BT began to say, like, "Pilot. Analyzing data of known as Izuku. Quirks. Supernatural powers that are gifted by birth. Percentage. 20% of the population get quirks. I mean, 70% get quirks. Well, 20% are quirkless. Analysis confirmed. Knowledge. Studying. This is Deku studying Deku. How much brain level he's at. Accurate. Intelligence accurate. Scenarios accurate. And Deku gets back. With the battery says, "Here you go." BT says, "Okay, put the battery in my left side. It will accelerate my process." Deku puts the battery in. BT gets up. It's like, "Thank you, pilot. Thank you, Izuku." BT gets up, grabs the gun, and puts it on his holster. It's like, "Pilot, what is your name?" "My name, Pilot. I am now transferring authorization code to you." DT says, "Whenever you're ready, get into the cockpit." Because BT wanted to try something. He wanted to try how Deku would fight in scenario. Deku gets into BT, and BT like makes a simulation, and Deku sees like the simulation. He follows BT's instructions. Then BT says, "I will not instruct you how to fight. You will be fighting for now." Deku's like, "Okay." Now BT is facing off with one of the mercs, the apex predators, and it is Ash. Deku says, "Let's see. Since she teleports a lot, she'd be right here." Deku like punches the air and punches Ash. Deku's air, and BT's like, "Incredible prediction." And BT's looking at Deku, like analyzing the data. Deku's like noticing that BT's like when he's moving in the simulation, he's like predicting every movement of Ash. Just by the first time when she phase shift, he predicted where she would be. And it keeps working and working. And then that's when Deku decided to like say Ash core ready. Deku saw that this is new. Deku's studying it. Ash is like dashing in, throws a blade throws a blade at Deku. Deku dodges it, grabs the blade as it was like being tossed, turns it around and throws it at Ash, killing the destroying the enemy that's in the simulation. Simulation complete. Analysis complete. 99% compatible with pilot. Now linking Izuku Midoriya with bt-7274. Link established. BT tells Deku to get out. Deku gets out. Deku says, "Wow, I didn't know you can do that." BT says, "I know, pilot." Deku says, "Well, I have to go now. See ya." BT says, "Wait. What? Where do you live?" "I live on..." Deku tells BT the address. BT says, "Affirmative, pilot." BT always comes out to visit him at night. And this is when Deku's in middle school. It's been like, yeah, that was like years ago. Now Deku's in middle school. Deku begins to like go to school, but Deku kind of forgot BT. But when Deku said he wanted to be a hero, Deku kind of left the school into the forest, wondering if that thing was still there. And if we're wondering if BT got all rusty, he didn't, because he made himself a shelter. And of course, since the blast, there was some remnants of the facility for Titans, so BT grabbed some of those parts. And he found a mountain. He started making the mountain into a base. And he found some specters that weren't deployed. BT reprogrammed them, started making the base bigger and bigger, and have its own like reactor. And Deku saying like, I guess it wasn't real. BT coming out of the bushes like, "Pilot, what do you mean I am not real?" Deku's like, "Oh, you're actually real. I thought you were just my imagination." BT says, "No, you were not imagining things, Izuku. My name is bt-7274, otherwise known as BT." Deku's like, "Oh, well, what are you then?" "I'm advanced AI. My pilot was Jack Cooper, but he is KIA, and he is not here. That's why I chose you as my pilot. Your nature, when you see someone like teleporting, you predict where they are, you analyze the situation, and our combat efficiency together is 99%. Deku's like, "Well, okay, what do I do?" Deku says, "Put this on." Deku, you know what? BT says, "Follow me." BT leading Deku to a rock in the mountain. Deku says, "There's nothing here." BT says, "Look closely." BT says, "Walk, keep going." Deku says, "Okay, I'll humor you, BT. Look, there's nothing." Deku's about to puts his hand on the rock, but it's a hologram. He falls into this high-tech area, and he sees like these two titans being built. BT saying, "Pilot, welcome to the base." BT says, "What kind of base is it?" "Name your base." I'm gonna name this base something that has a good name. Vega. You're seriously naming this place Vega? And know what, guys? Please comment down below what you think the base should be called, because I don't know what to call it. Then Deku said, "Well, what do you want me to wear, BT?" BT says, "Look over there, pilot." Deku sees like Jack Cooper's like suit. Deku puts it on. Deku's like, "What is this?" Deku says, it's a jump kit, pilot. You'll be training here for like a year, if you wish, pilot. Since Deku's wearing that mask, everyone doesn't know who that person is. Deku proceeds to go, and that's when Bakugo is saying like, "Whoa, just I'm Sludge Villain." That's when Deku decides to make an appearance. And of course, he has the phase shift on his glove, so Deku in his mech, walking around the city, he's like, thunth, thunth. No, he's not. He's not in his mech. Deku's just like doing that speed boost. BT says, "BT, throw me," because BT has access to like cameras, and everyone just sees this man wearing this strange outfit, like jumping or like to these buildings and then sliding down, and then tossing some sort of grenade, and says, "What are you doing? You might kill him." It stuns the sludge villain, and Deku punches the sludge villain with his fist, knocking him into a like building because that stun thing stunned him and it made him solid for a minute, and the sludge villain's knocked out. And all of them like saying, "Who are you, kid?" And the guy grabbed Bakugo's like, "Kid, that's really that's really good. It's pretty brave of you trying to hold back your quirk." Deku's like saying, using like a voice changer. And All Might says, "Young man, what is your name?" And then Deku says, "It's Jack." Deku teleports. Deku uses his phase shift and teleports and disappears from the crowd, like saying, "Well, what kind of quirk is that?" Deku gets back to BT like, "Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my god, I'm so nervous." Like, pilot, you handled yourself well out there. You analyzed the data and the jump kit. You are far exceeding my expectations, pilot. Deku's like, "Well, how long is this training gonna take?" "A year, pilot." And that's when Izuku told like his mom he's like gonna be training for a few like days. And Inko understood this. He's like, "Okay, sweetie, but don't work yourself too hard." Deku says, "I won't." Deku's been training. He gets more buffer, more. He gets taller. He gets more buffer. And he gets more stronger. And he has some techniques. As Deku's training, Deku tells BT like, "BT, what are these two titans right here?" "Oh, pilot. This one right here is a more advanced model than me, but you can take people's shields away and add them to your own. This one's called Monarch." Monarch says, "Hello, I'm Monarch." And this one, BT saying, "This one is the Special Forces one." They like, "The Special Forces? Really?" BT says, "Yes." And anyone who like loves BT, support the channel, man. I love BT. Who doesn't love BT? But I have a complaint to Titanfall 2. Why isn't his damn skin in the game? Why? I just want BT. That's all I want, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, Deku proceeds to like grab some weapons, starts shooting a bit. He grabs like the LMG. He's like, it's like, BT, this doesn't handle well. He's like crouch. Deku's crouching like, "Oh, thank you." Oh gosh. As Deku begins to say like, "BT, how many other pilots are there?" "Well, well, Cooper, there are a lot more pilots than usual." Deku says, "Well, is there any way that I can beat you?" BT says, "Unlikely. You cannot beat my pilot, Jack Cooper's record." "You want to bet?" Deku sees like, see how Jack Cooper's is. He's in third. Deku beats his score. BT says, you did it on the first try. Pilot, you've now more exceeding my expectations than usual, pilot. Congratulations. Deku's like, I know. Deku proceeds to say, like, this is getting easier, BT. As almost, like, 3 months go by, and Deku's, like, already used to being linked with BT. Deku used Monarch to use him as getting for materials and weapons, and he does find a few Titan weapons like the North Star, the plasma rifle, like the tone. He finds the rest, and he also finds the minigun for the Legion. He puts them up in his like base. And of course, everyone in the media is like saying, "Who is this hero? He's not in the UA. Like he's not a hero, but he saved a kid with like not even using anything but like one punch." All Might's like saying, "Who the fuck is this guy? I gotta figure out who this is." And that's when Deku said, huh, "If only they knew BT, because Deku's like watching this." And Deku told Inko that he found a place to like stay. Inko said, "Okay, sweetie." He moved all his stuff to like the base, and Deku's like, BT, how many specters do we have? We only have like pilot. We have 16. Deku's like 16. Is there any more? Pilot. There is some more over 2 miles away from us. Deku's like, I'll go get him, but he says, wait, take the special forces. Deku says, all right, but why? It would raise suspicion, because that one's a bit more stealth. Deku's like, okay. Deku goes to the special forces. Welcome back, pilot. Good to see that you're using me again. Deku says, yeah, special forces. Let's just get this over with. Agreed, pilot. Special forces grabs the Ronin loadout. The shotgun and the sword. Deku sees like going. He's like going away to the thing. This takes him about like 5 minutes to get there. Deku notices that some of the specters are a bit more damaged, and he sees some of them are completely fine. So Deku goes to the computer, accesses them, and he activates the ones that aren't broken, and also programs them to go to the base. Deku takes the ones that are broken, and you know what? The special forces grabs the ones that are broken. They're just too broken, and Deku sets the station to self-destruct because they can't leave any evidence. Of course, this is when Momo was like on a like just going up the mountain for no reason, and she just saw this big robot. She decides like saying, "What is that? Is that some type of super high-tech military trick?" Momo decides to like videotape it. The machine says, "Warning." The thing just turns to her, and she's like, "Oh no." She like goes up the mountain. Deku says, "It's fine. Let her go." Special Forces says, "Yes, sir." Because Momo was like, there's an explosion because she was at the other side of the mountain. She was like walking, like rushing over there. She just sees the explosion, and she sees this robot carrying like these two robotic things in his hand. And of course, Momo uploaded this, and everyone's going viral. It's like, what is that? And Hero's like saying, well, we don't know what this thing is. It could be just a prototype robot of some sorts, just no one wanted to know about. However, we should investigate this. Well, however, when they're trying to investigate, Deku grabbed all the robots, programmed the robots to get any other robots and self-destruct anything else. So, yeah. Of course, people with quirks that try to feel the wall. Deku makes sure to turn the wall into an actual rock. So, yeah, the wall is basically made out of nanites. I'm saying that because it's cool. Deku's like, ugh, if only these idiots knew how high tech we were, right, BT? BT says, correct, pilot. And Deku notices that on a shipment from the planet that was destroyed, Deku says, "Hey, BT, is this a Reaper?" BT says, "Yes, they're really hard to like destroy, and they're really annoying." Deku says, well, in this shipment it says we have one." BT says, "Can you activate it?" Deku says, "Sure, let me just reprogram it." Deku's really good at hacking and then reprogramming things. Oh yeah, and that was like a month ago. So Deku has like a few more months to go to the entrance exam. Deku proceeds to like say like, "There you go, BT. The roof's been reprogrammed." And BT says, "Good. That will probably make a lot of things less complicated. Now we can begin making more improvements to the base." The base gets bigger and bigger, and they make an elevator for Titans to go all the way down. It took them about like only like 3 days to make it since the Reaper's like helping. And of course, Momo tries to get out more often to see if there's any more of that like robotic stuff, like that robotic guy. Momo sees a guy walking out wearing like a scarf and some armor. He's like at the top, and Momo's like going up to him like, "Hey, do I? Hey, what are you doing here?" And Tiku's like, "Oh, sorry, I just kind of go up here just to get some peace of mind." I was like, "Really? But why are you up? Why are you up here? Why are you he? Why are you in this area? There's a robot walking around." Deku's like, "Eh, it's not that bad. Besides, I kind of live here." Mo's like, "What do you mean you kind of live here?" Deku says, "Well, I live here. This is a mountain. It's pretty good. I live here, and yeah." Mo's like, "How are you living? Where's your house?" Deku's like, "Well, I already have a house like way like 30 miles from here." Mo's like, "You walk 30 miles from here?" Deku's like, "Yeah, it's really good exercise." Mo's like, "Oh, well, just tell me when you see that giant mech anywhere, okay?" Deku says, "Got it." And BT's like on the comms like, "Pilot, are you actually gonna expose us?" Deku's like, "No, no, BT, I'm not. I'm just saying that." "Oh, alright, pilot." And Deku notices that the power source for their base is like kind of getting unstable, so Deku ordered BT to shut it off while he goes into like make it better. Because Deku's wearing a hazmat suit and he begins fixing it, making it better. And Deku says, "Okay, BT, turn it on now." When Deku gets out of it, it's out of the reactor, and the reactor's like even better now. It has more power, and yeah. Deku says, "Whew, that was really hard work, BT." And yeah, Deku did that in like another month, so I can't remember how many months, but whatever. Deku proceeds to just sleep off, just be like really tired and everything, and yeah. BT says, "Pilot, that girl is looking for that robot." Deku says, "Well, time for the special forces. Where is she? She's just going up the mountain right now. She won't be able to see where you're like entering from." So Deku goes out the mountain using the special forces robot, and Momo like looking where the robot is, but she notices that the robot's like at the top waiting for her. She says, "Oh, please don't kill me." And the Titan says, "Don't worry, I won't kill you. Just get up here." Because she's like saying, "How did it get up there without me noticing?" Because they could climb the mountain like faster than her, and it's so like so stealthy. And Momo says, "Are you an advanced AI?" As the Titan gets down and kneels, and the cockpit opens, and it's like, Deku steps out of it using the voice changer and using like Jack Cooper's helmet, but it's not Jack Cooper's actual helmet, it's just a copy of it. Momo's like, oh, what are you? Deku says, I'm a pilot, and this is my Titan. Momo says, is that your Titan? Yes, it's a robotic AI. Really advanced. And Momo's like, well, why were you grabbing those, why were you grabbing them? Oh, those were just property of mine. I was just giving them back because a little accident happened where someone dropped them and they're completely damaged, so that's why I'm destroying any remnants of them because I don't want my property to get stolen. I was like, oh, okay, but why are you destroying the thing? Because they're really advanced and I don't want anyone else having my tech, you see. I was like, okay. And Deku says, well, anywhere. I should probably get going. Deku goes to the Special Forces robot, Vanguard, and jumps down. It's like, see ya, pilot. See ya, Momo. Deku goes around the corner, and Momo's like looking for her, but Deku made another entrance. Deku goes behind the mountain, and he just disappears. Momo's like rushing over there. He's like, where'd it go? It can't be that fast, can it? Deku's like, because Deku has like some like hidden cameras, and she hears what she's saying. He's like laughing, like, oh, if she knew that this whole mountain was a secret goddamn base. Oh. And of course, I'm making Deku have an office because he did that in the month when he was fixing the reactor. And that's a bed. Deku sees like go to sleep. It's like, yeah, and that was like 3 days ago. Deku's like sleeping in bed like today. Like, okay, what time is it? Okay. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the video here. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video.